What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Sunday, May 1st. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo so that you can get yourself $25 on your first deposit. Now we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10. Ja Morant, Steph Curry, Robert Williams, Giannis, and Jaren Jackson on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. First up at number 5, we've got Jaylen Brown. He's shooting guard, small forward eligible, 7,900, projected for 42. The goal is 43.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 47% of the time. I gave Jaylen Brown 38 minutes. Normally in a new series, you sort of like reset the minutes. You're going to play a little bit less than you would late in another series. Now, that doesn't matter all that much for Boston because they smacked Brooklyn, but I think 36 to 38 is a little bit more realistic here, where as we progress through the series, you'll likely see 40 or 42. Anyway, 1.1 fantasy points per minute here for Jaylen Brown, 30% usage. 26.7 boards, almost 4 assists, and a stock and a half. This is actually a pace-up spot against Milwaukee, and we all know it's a better matchup than it should have been because of no Chris Middleton. So I really like the idea of getting to some Jaylen Brown here at a sub 8K price tag. At number 4, we go to Golden State for Klay Thompson, shooting guard eligible, 6,500, projected for 34.5. The goal is 36.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 48% of the time. Klay's just playing about 36 minutes a game, and I expect that to continue here. He's just shy of a fantasy point per minute, 27% usage, 22 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and a stock and a half. This is an incredible matchup for Golden State. They gain 3.8 possessions above their average in this spot. This is about as good of a pace-up matchup as you're going to find. Now, pace is a little bit less important on a 2-game slate. You got to take these guys one way or the other, but everybody for Golden State's just going to look a little bit better, basically by like a full fantasy point, just by taking on Memphis. And then we go to Memphis at number 3 for Dillon Brooks, shooting guard, small forward eligible, 5,200, projected for 31. The goal is 30, and he's in the optimal lineup 54% of the time. I'm going to be recommending Dillon Brooks a lot here. You can see we're taking a step up into here. Had a very nice game 6 against Minnesota. Almost said Memphis, which wouldn't have been correct. 34 minutes here for Brooks seems reasonable. They're going to want him out there for his defense. Just needs to stay out of foul trouble. 0.9 fantasy points per minute. Usage isn't going anywhere. 27% usage, 19 real points, 4 boards, 3 assists, a stock and a half. Pace neutral against Golden State, but clearly a little bit of a difficult defensive matchup. Anytime Draymond is at the helm, you just know people are going to be in the right place, but that doesn't really matter to me. Shooting guard, small forward, 5,200. Dillon Brooks, still too cheap. At number 2, we go to Milwaukee for Jrue Holiday, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 8,100, projected for 43. The goal is 44.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 56% of the time. Now, I think Drew's going to have to play big minutes. It wouldn't surprise me if he played 40 here. They have no margin for error with no Chris Middleton. 1.12 fantasy points per minute, 26% usage, 20 points, 5 boards, 8.5 assists, and 2 stocks here for Jrue Holiday. Now, defensively, this is going to be a slog. Everybody that's out there basically for Boston is able to lock everyone down. They're going to have a lot of difficulty creating efficient offense. Drew's going to have to live in the mid-range a little bit. When those shots are falling, you can expect big days out of Jrue Holiday. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo so that you'll get $25 on your first deposit. Number 1 contender for today is Brandon Clarke, power forward, center eligible, 5,900, projected for 37. The goal is 33.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 64% of the time. Now, my assumption is that Brandon Clarke is going to continue to see a similar role that he saw against Minnesota. I gave him 32 minutes. It's also possible that those minutes come back down. I just don't see Steven Adams getting back out there all that frequently as we get a little bit closer. That's the difference between the regular season and the postseason, folks. 1.17 fantasy points per minute here for Clarke. 17% usage, 14.5 points, 10 boards, 2.5 assists, 2.5 stocks. The reason this looks so good is because Brandon Clarke's price is super duper wrong. If he's playing 30 minutes today at 5,900, it's not even close. He's just clearly the number one guy. You got to bring those minutes down quite a bit to even get him below Dillon Brooks. So don't overthink it today. If you think Brandon Clarke is doing the same thing he did against Minnesota, why is it so? These two M teams, it's so difficult to recall which one's which shouldn't be the case after 6 months of NBA coverage. If he's playing the same role that he did against Minnesota, Brandon Clarke at 30 plus minutes is your number one contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Sunday, May 1st. There's a DraftKings version of this video around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.